Well, today I've got to go get a flu shot. Nice day. About 80 degrees today. And here we are leaving the neighborhood. I thought I'd do a voiceover on this because I've got the GoPro on top of the golf cart in the front of the golf cart this time, not to the side. And I got it on a wide angle so you can kind of see on both sides of the road what at least my neighborhood looks like. It's a Hillsborough Trail, and as you can see with the snowbirds slowly but surely coming back compared to some of my past videos, you can see it's getting a little busier. Our swimming pool this time of year, we got a lot of guests that come down for Thanksgiving. It's pretty busy right now for the adult pool anyway. I'm sure the family pool is that's where you take the children younger than the age of 30 to the family pool, and that's at the Manatee Rec Center. I'm sure it's busy this time of year too. The grass in District 10, and this is all District 10, if you notice, is starting to turn brown. You'll see spots of brown. We have zoysia grass in District 10, and zoysia grass in the wintertime goes dormant. And there'll be 2 or 3 months around late December all the way through the end of February, maybe the first part of March, where you don't need to mow your grass at all. It doesn't grow. Now we're going to go to the golf cart trail on the other side of Buena Vista. And you just kind of hang to the left right there and go down to this tunnel entrance here. And this is another way that one can go to Brownwood, and literally you can't get lost to get to Brownwood. If I have guests that's rented a golf cart or whatever and they're wanting to go to Brownwood, this is one of the ways that I suggest that they go, is because I know that once they get to the other side of Buena Vista, there won't be no double tunnel system over here like it is on the other side, which is the way I like to go. But it's a straight shot, really. There is another tunnel you're going to go through that's on this trail down by Brownwood, but like I said, it's a straight shot. You can't miss it. You go through the tunnel, you come up the other side, and literally you're going to be in Brownwood. Problem comes that when you have guests, they go down to Brownwood and they have a good time, go out to dinner, maybe go to the square for a while, maybe have a drink, and they roam around, walk around, look around. They might even take their golf cart and kind of drive around town just to look at things. But then they can't remember how to get back to the golf cart trail to get home. This road here to the right is basically a maintenance storage area for contractors and the villages and some of their stuff. So that road you'll never turn down with a golf cart. My doctor now is in the Pinellas area, Pinellas shopping area, or the village of Pinellas. So that's where we're heading. This is Hendry Drive, not Henry, Hendry, Hendry. And to the right, that little golf course you see there, that's Mangrove Golf Course. It's an executive golf course. And right before Mangrove Golf Course is there's another golf course there. It's an executive golf course too. The two kind of back to back each other. And from the road, it's hard to tell where one ends and where the other begins. But when you're playing golf and following the trails, it's not a problem. The diamond lanes is the golf cart lanes. I like to call them multi-mogul trails to make everybody happy, but basically they're golf cart trails. Starter shack is right there to your left. See all them golf carts? That's a starter shack. On the right will be the first hole for Mangrove Executive Course, and on the left of that starter shack is the Sweet Gum Golf Course, and that's the first hole for that. Both of them are executive courses, by the way. Another executive course right there on your left. I like that golf course a lot. That's Palmetto Golf Course. It's an executive golf course too. The executive golf courses for residents are basically free. The only thing you have to buy, if you want to, is a trail fee. It's $4 per person per golf cart. Or if you're a resident, you can buy a yearly pass for like $140 a year, 142, something like that. And if you play a lot of executive golf courses, that's the thing to get. It saves you so much money. We're going to make a left here. Palmetto Golf Course on the left right there. And also there's a golf cart crossing there. On the right-hand side of this road is also Palmetto Golf Course. The 9 holes goes on both sides of the road. Gorgeous day. 78 degrees, slight breeze. Blue skies, puffy clouds. We're getting ready to leave Villages proper. We're going to go through this gate right here. To the left right here is Pinella Shopping Plaza. That's where that golf cart there is going. Grocery stores, restaurants, things are in there. I'm going to the right. That building there to your right is doctor's offices. And I'm going in here. I got an appointment. I think it was like a 1:45 for a flu shot. I'm pretty adamant about flu shots and pneumonia shots. I know a lot of people don't believe in them. That's their right. I never had them for years. Now, this here, on the way home, I forgot to turn the camera back on, so I pulled in this little neighborhood to turn the camera back on. I believe that is the village of Pinellas that I'm in. And we're going to go back out here to Hendry, and we're going to turn right, and we're going to head back to the house. Now, all these neighborhoods that I'm showing you, and the Pinellas and all that, all of those are south of 466. And everything here that you're looking at is south of 466A. 2 different county roads. 466, which is up by Lake Sumter. 466A, which is closer to Brownwood, Highway 44 is the road right in front of Brownwood. It'll take you over to Leesburg or over to the Wildwood Highway Interstate 75 area. That's the main road. There's a rec center there on your right. Looks like a neighborhood rec center. Neighborhood rec centers is where you'll find your adult pools. And of course, there's horseshoe, pickleballs, and shuffleboard and stuff like that around there. But that's also in our area. That's where the postal station for that whole neighborhood will be. Is that your neighborhood neighborhood pool area? Is where the postal station will be. I almost said rec center, but that's not correct. The postal stations are at the neighborhood pool area. The neighborhood pools is for people 30 years of age and older. I have to say that because people that come and rent down here, they don't know that. There is a sign in there, but nobody ever reads the sign. But the full timers here, if you go in there with kids, in a nice way, they're going to let you know you're in the wrong area. You got to go down to the family pool. Now, some people don't like that. They don't agree with it. I personally do like it. I personally do agree with it. Because there are times where I just want to go down to the pool and all I want to do is just sit and relax and maybe talk with some people I know down there. Maybe just hang out in the pool for a little bit. I'm not interested in listening to kids screaming and yelling and running and jumping. Call me an old fuddy-duddy if you want to, but that's one of the reasons why I bought here. I like the separations of some things. Now, if I was to turn right there, it's a straight shot, like I said. Just keep going on these golf cart paths. But if I turn right there, that'll take me literally downtown Brownwood. Takes me right in front of Eisenhower Rec Center. Now, that is a regional rec center. The difference between regional rec center and neighborhood rec centers, the regional rec centers here is where the sports pools are at. That's where you'll go play your water volleyball, things of that nature. Also, the regional rec centers is where you'll get your guest passes. And you don't have to go to the one in your neighborhood. You can go to any regional. The Rohan Rec Center is a regional rec center. You can go there and get your guest passes. There are many regional rec centers scattered throughout the villages. But notice how clean everything is. This is another thing that I just love about being here. You don't see paper cups laying in the grass or on the side of the road. You don't see pop cans thrown out. You don't see, the normal city trash that you would see. Now, these roads are open to the public. So, these things do happen, but they get cleaned up really quick. And believe it or not, most of the cleanup that I do see that when it gets over in the grass and whatever, locals, people that live here, people like me. It's nothing unusual for somebody to stop in their golf cart and pick something up because we don't like seeing this trash. We like to see it nice and clean. So it always amazes me when somebody will buy a house down here and do something that kind of looks bad, and they want to defend it because they've done that their whole life up north, and so they think it's okay here, and it's not. They buy here because of how it looks and all these kinds of things, but then they do things that could ruin that look, especially if everybody else started doing it. So I'm a big believer in most of these rules we have here. You may not like all of them, and I don't like all of them, but I'm a believer in them because that's what keeps everything looking the way it looks. That's what keeps people wanting to come down here and buy a home, and that's what keeps our house prices up. If I go straight right there on that golf cart trail instead of turning left, that path there would take me down to the double tunnels, which is also another way of getting down to Brownwood. We're on Hillsborough Trail right now. Right there to the right, that's our postal station. And that's where we'll find our neighborhood pool, which once again is the adult pool. To the left and to the right is part of Evans Prairie Golf Course, the country club. And we're going to turn back in my neighborhood. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it kind of gives you an idea of what it's like to do everyday things here. Like today example, I went up and got a flu shot. And this is one of the reasons why I love living here. I don't need a car. You also don't need a driver's license to operate a golf cart inside the villages either. See you guys on the other side.